Well, folks, my name is Rudy. You're watching another exploratory Alpha Investments video where we take some obscure, failed Weiss Schwartz set, not for sale, and we sign up a patron for some box openings on a set that's either terrible. Wow, it's weird seeing weapons and actual guns in videos compared to like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. Many IPs and card games will not use that. You'll have lightsabers and swords and kind of medieval weapons, or if it's kind of handheld, what we call handgun kind of thing, it's going to be more of a maybe a photon futuristic laser gun kind of thing. So today, Starlight live. Okay, so patron Sean, we're doing 9 boxes and we're going to learn today. So a couple things we need to get front and center as I start to set this video up here. What are we looking for? 24 SPs. Holy smokes, that's a lot of SPs. So obviously we're going to be chasing, we want our SR. How many SRs? So 12 SRs, 12 triple rares, and 24 SPs. That's what we're looking for, okay? Ta-da! That's essentially all we care about in this video. And we're going to go through a fun learning experience with you all, because this is another one of those products that have almost nothing left on the open market, everybody. Like, no joke. So, right now everybody's obsessed with Nikki. Wow, there's some very beautiful art in this product. I don't remember opening this product. My goodness, okay. All right. I thought the artwork was, I don't know, a lot more just screenshots of the face and boring. I didn't expect some of this actual, some of these shots here. It kind of captured me off guard there. So, right now, if you go online, if you look at TCG Player and eBay, under this Starlight live set, you have essentially some of the chase cards that are non-existent. There are some cards that have 0, some have 1 or 2 copies, and there's distortions all over the place because of lack of supply. And this happens all the time, folks. When we have products and it starts to become non-existent in the sealed product or certain chase cards, it becomes very, very difficult to understand the value and demand, of some of these Weiss sets. And we've seen this many times. We talked about some of the other Weiss videos the last couple months that we've been cracking here. And, wow, some of these are quite... What the heck? What is the name of that card? You haven't changed a bit. She is putting her goodies. Oh my. Okay. Definitely, all right. Well, I didn't think Starlight kind of had any action like this. I'm kind of surprised by the art style. I didn't look at a lot of the artwork. I just kind of price checked to kind of see what was going on. And I had a terrible time. There's, I looked online. This is Pirate Queen. Does anybody else, has anyone actually opened this product? Does anybody even know this Weiss set exists? What? I didn't know this was the set with that. I've seen that card before. I think isn't that one of the super high-end chase variants? Okay. I didn't know this set had. I thought that was Dragons. I kept thinking that was a different set. I've seen that art in that card. I've seen that card come through PCG. And people grading that card. Holy cow. Okay. Well, we're about to be done with box 1. But, oh! Okay. Jeez. Dude, the cards in this set are fucking beautiful, Sean. Holy molies. Don Salvador. These are gorgeous cards. Holy cow. Oh my god. Right, here we go. Here's our next hit right here, ladies and gentlemen. We got our SR right behind there. We got the old Ghost Patrol squad. Absolutely. Her mouth is quite wide open there. She's yelling at us about something. Wow. But yeah, this is Weiss. We've talked about this on this channel many times, where some of these Weiss sets will be quote-unquote dead, or nobody wants them, or there's no demand, or the singles, or nobody likes to build a deck with certain types or certain IPs. And I just, there's been multiple of these Starlight sets. And, everyone's like, oh, Rudy, a Starlight set, you should skip it, not even buy it or offer it to patrons. You should just skip the set completely. And I was like, are you sure it's a good idea to just, well, you know, and then I'm like, I don't understand a lot of it. Because then you run into these very strange market situations where, like, right now, like, go on TCG Player and look at how many of the boxes are available. Like, I don't even understand how to value this particular product. Like, there's boxes. There's, like, maybe, what, 20 boxes of this product left on TCG Player? What, loose, random boxes? And even then, the prices are, what, 35 to, what, 50 bucks? So is that, there's not even, like, 2 cases worth of boxes left on the market. And then half the cards have literally 1 listed or 0 available on TCG Player. And I'm like, okay, so is that because nobody wants them? Is it because they're overpriced or underpriced? Like, ooh, there you go. There's our God. They always stand out, man. Those SRs, they get you every time. Like, we're only 2 boxes in, Sean. We've already hit a beautiful gold signature. And I don't, like, and again, I'm not giving any price quotes in this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, in case you guys are wondering why. Because, again, when you have some of these chase cards with gold signatures, and there's 1 listed, or there's 0 listed for sale, I mean, I could delete this video, just keep the cards from the patron listed on TCG Player, and I could list, you know, the SP or something at like $999, and it'll swing the whole market if there's nothing else listed. You know, or the way they calculate the graphs and everything, and or if there's sale. I don't know how that works. Is it only if it's sales? But then people will place an order and cancel it to get the graph to show up? I don't understand all that stuff, everybody. But that's why you get. I just want to share because a lot of people always message me about Weiss. Rudy, why do you always love Weiss? Why have you done this so long? I've been doing Weiss since about 2018, 2019. And, ooh, triple rare. Hey, this fish looks like you. The glittering fish tanks, our first triple rare of the box. And again, another absolute stunning, the infamous Pirate Queen from this set. I'm assuming there's a chase version of this card. I would assume so, and that's probably going to be... How expensive is that card? Like, is the Pirate Queen? There's no way that's like a $20 card. Not that one, the chase variant that we have not pulled. Like, I can't imagine what some sort of SP version of that is. Like, that's got to be like $1,000+ card, but that doesn't make any sense. You can't have $1,000 cards in boxes that are... So, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand this. I was scrolling through, and I didn't really look at any of the artwork. I was just kind of doing, oh, I didn't know they had security Bushy Road stickers on there. I was kind of glancing through the pricing, and I even saw, like, on TCG Player, there was, like, double rares in this set that were, like, $5 to $10. And I'm like, huh? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand how you have a card, like, a double rare. Like, it's like having a single rare, which is, like, an uncommon in this product. It doesn't, it'd be like Flesh and Blood. You pull a regular rare that everybody, it's like $10, $20 for a regular rare. Like, that's not a thing. Like, that's not, you know, in Flesh and Blood, rares are considered uncommons, and Majestics and above are kind of the chase cards, right? And Weiss is kind of the same way. All these regular, you know, Climax cards and regular cards, you know, these are just, you know, cheap playable cards for people to have access in playing the game. It's not until Weiss you really hit triple rares or SPs and gold signatures and special variants until you really hit really expensive stuff. So that's what I was saying. How are these $35, $45 boxes? And Pirate Queen? Did they reprint Pirate Queen in this set and another one? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Shows how much I know. You know, everybody always makes fun of me. I don't know a lot of the details on the Weiss sets, and I don't know a lot of the details of the history and certain, like, that's like the 4th Pirate Queen we've gotten on there. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, Starlight. Definitely, that is what we're doing today. Absolutely, because people told me a lot of these, like the Seikano boxes in like the Starlight series, like I remember people telling me, oh, I love Weiss, Rudy, but I always skip those sets. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, see, I've always had a different attitude when it comes to Magic, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, collect. Ooh. A fantastic. Very cool triple rare, everybody. So far this video is going really... If we actually... Sean, we actually have a real chance of getting 2 case hits, or actually 2 gold signatures in this box. In this opening of this 9 boxes today. We hit one so early in the video, I'm hoping we can actually kind of swing for a second one since we got one right at the beginning. Obviously, all these boxes came from the same case, ladies and gentlemen, in case anybody's curious. Remember, folks, be very, very careful buying loose boxes on TCG Player and eBay. Unless you know the seller and you trust the seller, most loose Weiss boxes are super cheap for a reason. Because, well, many people open the case, and they'll get themselves 1 or 2 gold signatures, and they just dump the rest because they know that the rest of the box is not going to... or let's put it this way. The odds of getting anything else major have already been removed. Therefore, the expected value, well, it swings quite drastically at that point. So what are we looking at here? Another, well, we're actually getting some different box toppers. Usually we get the same box topper over and over. So I want to comment a little bit here about the Nikki and the upcoming reprint restock on the Nikki thing. But I am just really infatuated by this product right now. I remember selling this product, or let me rephrase that. I remember carrying this product and attempting to run a sale and attempting to sell it to patrons, and it did not sell well at all. I think this might have been one of the sales that just kind of sat, and then when we got towards maybe halfway or on the sale or anything, it just probably just sat overnight and the sale ended. But you know, that happens. You know, many products come out, they don't sell out, or people don't like it, or they don't believe in it, or they think Rudy's price that's usually like 10 times market price is too much, or everyone has their own reason. But I remember specifically these Starlight sets and the Psychono sets. Ooh, really? All right, at least we're getting different cards here, everybody. All right, Bananas, Strawberry Sweets. I am not familiar with this brand, this IP. If anybody wants to comment much on Starlight, this is one of the ones I am not super knowledgeable about. I don't know if this is based on like a manga series, or if this is based on a mobile game, or if there's some sort of Netflix anime series. This is one of these series I do not have much information on. I didn't really think it was much of a thing because nobody liked it, nobody bought it, so I just thought, oh, it must be some boring book or something from the past, or maybe it ended, or maybe something happened and nobody likes it anymore. That was kind of what I originally had thought, but it's been a while. Like I said, we've been doing some of these Weiss openings and kind of exploring kind of the situation when you kind of see these products that as they go by a year, they become a couple years old, and it becomes really fascinating how these things age. How you have half the market and people in the comments section of this video are going to say, yeah, it's crap. Nobody wants single cards. There's no value. It's all zero. Then you have other people saying, it's very interesting to see once these things almost become extinct. And we've seen that over the years with not just like Weiss. I've seen it with, well, actually we're seeing it now with some of the previous Flesh and Blood sets. Some of the ones they're kind of becoming, well, extinct. We're seeing it right now with many Weiss sets, where I've seen many Weiss sets from this era. Because this was Starlight, was this 23 or 20? What year was this? Was this last year? I don't remember when Starlight, I don't remember when this was. So what happens is, on a set like Weiss, just remember everybody, this is what they call usually, well, not fully, but it's usually a printed demand similar. Not always full demand. You can't just say, I want 1 billion boxes. They won't print anything. But it's a similar kind of printed demand style situation. Another Pirate Queen. There she is again. But you have these sets that come out. It's like, and we see a lot of it in Magic, and we even see it with Pokemon in the past. And, just like that, Weiss, we have these releases, and they don't sell well. And they don't, so stores don't order as much. And when it comes to Weiss, well, that means the print run in English will be super low. Like, no joke, folks, there's been Weiss sets where the print run was so bad. Like, the print run for English boxes was like 5,000 to 10,000 boxes for the whole country. I guess for English, anywhere, whatever country requests it. Probably in Europe also. But yeah, that's a thing, everybody. Like, think about print runs that are that low because nobody wants it or they think it's going to have bad demand. Bushy Road and Weiss, they don't make much money when there's a print run of only 6,000 to 7,000 boxes. That's, that's abysmal. Your margins and your opportunity on that is very, very low. Then you have other products in Weiss, like, look at the Nikki, look at the Goddess of Victory. They can print the living hell out of it, and it's not going to make any difference. It will not make absolutely any difference. Whenever we have God, these cards are gorgeous. Whenever we have the restock, reprint, whatever it really is, it's a very controversial thing still. A lot of people still don't think it's a real reprint. Most people still believe Bushy Road held back X amount of pallets, and they're just releasing it right now as a reprint. I do remember, to give you guys an idea, on that topic of the Goddess of Victory set there, like I had messaged one distributor, I was like, hey, well, if we can reprint anything we want with Nikki, give me like 20,000 boxes, whatever. And they said, and literally, I think they messaged Bushy Road or purchasing or whatever it was. And they're like, sir, no, we can't fill that. And like moments like that are like, okay, well, if it's print on demand, why don't you want to take my money? Why won't you take unlimited amount? Ooh, that's a nice little surprise there. Nice little SR, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful little, gorgeous cards, man. Jack-o'-lantern, beautiful little outfit there. But that's my, so I'm, when they do the reprints and it's the silver signatures, and it's very obvious, like nobody questions it. But when you're telling me the cases are still going to have like the playmat in it, and you're telling me that the Nikki cases are going to have gold signatures, they're going to be identical, and you're still going to give away the promo items, like Bushy Road doesn't do that. Like Bushy Road never says, fine, we're going to do a reprint, we're still going to spend money on more playmats and everything. Like they never do. They cut all that extra stuff out. They make a signature silver versus gold. Like they've never just said, sure, we're going to just spend more money on playmats, and because that stuff takes time. And like this reprint restock of the Goddess of Victory set is coming like 60 days. Like how are they pulling that off? Like that's like the time it takes to just like sea freight a bunch of pallets to the US from around the world, from wherever they print these things. Like to me, I'm telling you all, I feel like this was the Nikki Goddess of Victory situation. It feels very suspect to me because it's outside anything outside normal behavior is always very suspect to me. Beautiful, beautiful musketeer over there for the nice SR. And we've never seen that before. In all the reprints in the past, it was noticeable. It was clearly written. They would take away the extra items because they didn't want to spend the money and the extra time to produce it. And yet this one time, the reprint restock is 60 days away. And that's the same time it takes if I'm going to sea freight 100 pallets, across, the world and import it to the United States. Which I still, I have no evidence and I can't FOMO either direction. I mean, I'm going to run a sale to patrons on more Nikki Goddess boxes because everybody wants it. I don't have any. Actually, no, I take that back. I have 2 cases of Goddess of Victory right now from Return to Senders. So I do take that, actually do. So yeah, if you're a patron, you want a Nikki case right now, Goddess of Victory, from that first wave. Price the same as the sale price, whatever it was, in the 60s or something. I don't remember what it was. Send me a private message. Get yourself a Nikki case. I got a couple that came Return to Sender in the last, probably what, the last 3-4 days. So, again, it'll be very interesting to see if the supposed reprint is exactly the same or if there's going to be noticeable differences. And nobody has the answer to that. I don't know. I feel like Bushy Road knew the Goddess of Victory set was going to be off the chart successful. So I feel like they saved money and they went ahead and did it. And then immediately it released, like literally a day of release or the next day, Bushy Road's like, oh yeah, we're taking, we need information on the Nikki set. You guys want more? Yup. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how was that? I've never seen it that quick before. Like, how did they even pull that off? How did they line that up? How are they? So, not to rant on that whole situation, but it's super weird, And I'm hoping that when these things show up, we can try to figure out if they're there we go. If they're exactly the same, or if there is some variance on this quote-unquote reprint restock. We have, again, the beautiful goddess over here. Celestial Goddess. Is this like a sleeper set? Does anybody know? Like, this isn't as, boob, crazy, healthy women as like Azure Lane or HoloLive or, Bunko Babes or, Goddess of Victory. This is I had no idea this product was like this. And like, has anybody else ever actually opened or looked at this product? Like, I feel like this is a product that was just skipped over and nobody even gave it the time of day. Like, absolutely stunningly just nice cards, man. Like, we've opened some Weiss sets in this channel in the past, and there have been times that even I'm just like, come on. Like, come on, Bushy Road, put some effort into the screen grabs and shots, the anime. Put some effort into this. Sometimes it's like a zoom-in close-up of just a face, and that's the whole card. Like, these cards are gorgeous, man. Like, the outfits are beautiful, the hair. I mean, look at the colors. The girls seem to be exercising and taking care of themselves. They seem to be in good health. Well, she looks a little sad right there. But in general, you guys get the idea. But Where are we at? Sorry, I've been rambling so much, Sean. I don't know. Where are we at in the video here? I told you. I told you. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you. I was like, dude, Sean, we pulled an SP gold stamped SP so early on. I was like, we're probably gonna get a second one. Now that is a fucking awesome video, man. 2 SPs. And we are, this is box 7. So we are 7 boxes in, and we just nailed 2 SPs, ladies and gentlemen. So now, obviously, the odds of us getting a third one just draw. I've seen it before. But it's incredibly unlikely. Most likely now at this point, we have pulled everything. God, look at the difference in that. The regular variants versus the regular card versus that parallel. God, it's so much. Oh my God, it's so nice. So, again, if I was scumbag Rudy to you all, at this point, I would go on TCG Player. I would refund the patron Sean these last 2 boxes, and I put them on TCG Player, and we could fire sell them for like 29, 39 bucks. We'd fire sell them real low. Because, again, we know the odds now of these last 2 boxes that came from the same case, the odds right now of us getting anything major are very low. Because we just hit 2 major hits in 7 boxes. So we're gonna go. You know what? We'll go ahead and set up the last 2 boxes right now. So that's why I always tell you guys, friendly reminder. I know you guys love watching the arts and these videos. We just rip through packs like crazy, and we just kind of love to look at the beautiful chase cards and see how the patron does. It's a lot of fun. But just remember, everybody, please be careful when you see prices that are too good to be true. And you know, oh well, Rudy, I found. It's like, look, just remember, sometimes there's a reason the prices may be too good to be true. They may be marked down. Remember, I always like to live by kind of that basic motto that there's no free lunch in the world. There's always a reason for things are priced a certain way. And if you see things that are just, oh my goodness, look at this once in a lifetime deal, just remember, folks, don't get scammed. You know, use common sense, especially with all the Pokemon releases, the Nikki thing, the Final Fantasy with Magic, the new Flesh and Blood High Seas. I mean, I had a patron the other night send me a message saying, Rudy, I found this secret website. I'm telling you. And on this secret website, SR, okay. On this secret website, Rudy, I'm telling you, I found like Flesh and Blood boxes for like $29. We're talking, you know, the Hunted, you know, High Seas, everything. And are you going to be able to beat that price? I'm like, dude, no, just go away. I was like, stop it. God, Pirate Queen again. I was like, you know what? It's probably a scam. Go for it. If you think, you know, hey, I can't help you. I don't match prices. I don't operate that way. You guys know how I've done this forever. You know, I take whatever the market price is. We give patrons a discount off the market. You know, we just move on. Some people buy it. Some people don't. Some people get angry. Some people are happy. And that's just the world we live in, everybody. And of course, friendly reminder as we get to the end of this video, just remember, everybody, Rudy's Patreon. I am not Amazon. I am not, you know, I am not Netflix. You know, I only allow everybody to have one shot as a patron in buying cheap boxes. I do not allow individuals to open and close their Patreon account multiple times. Everybody gets one shot, and then after that, you are banned and locked out. I do not allow individuals to do market timing, open and close their account over and over every time they want to buy something. A lot of people did that to me in the past, and I would say hundreds and hundreds of people did that on their Patreon account. And I started noticing some terrible behavioral patterns in the past, and well, as they say on Wall Street, we fixed that problem, and it's been great ever since. But just want to let everybody know on that kind of thing. So for those of you who are like, oh, Rudy, I used to be a patron, then I closed my account, and now, hey, can I get back now? Well, it's because you want something. Here we go. Trendy Snacks. Very cute. That's our 4th. Wow, that's our 4th triple rare. I thought triple rares only had 12. Wow. 4 of the 12? That seems like a lot higher than normal pull rate for a Weiss set. Usually triple rares are like, we usually see like 1 or 2 and that's it. We don't usually pull a lot of cards like that. So, conclusion, everybody. Thanks for watching here. Again, Sean, I mean, dude, I feel like you had a great video. I feel like this was an awesome video. I don't know the financials. I have to price check the chase hits and everything. I feel like it was absolutely a home run video today. But again, I will caution everybody, the liquidity on this set is not good. A lot of the cards have no real sales and data, so it's very, very difficult to know the pricing and value and sales of a lot of these cards. A lot of these cards have well, there's not even any listed for sale. It just says 0 or not available or no market data or none listed. So a lot of these, like I said, I would love to know right now, what is the price? What's a price check on the Pirate Queen in the SP Chase with like gold signature or something, or SR, whatever she is in the parallel? Oh, speaking of parallel, there's a nice little SR there. Idle Bantor for 2. So actually, still, even the end here, you know what? Even the end here it was pretty stable, man. You know, hey, we still hit an extra triple rare right in the close here. We've only got a couple packs left, and I don't know if any of the regular SRs, boy, some of these would look really cool in the SP. I don't know if, because again, there's even double rares in this set that have some $5 to $8 pricing, which is, I've never seen that before. It's super wonky, man. So, all right, everybody, that's all I have today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sean, thank you for your patience. You are the last Weiss video in the box opening queue. Sorry to make you wait so long. You made it all the way to the end. You were the last one. I think I've got a Flesh and Blood box opening after this, and then the box opening queue is essentially about over. So thanks again for being patient. I'll finally get all those things mailed to you. I think you had a great box opening. Anytime we can crack 9 boxes, which is half a case, and we can get at least 1 gold signature, and this time we hit 2, dude, that's amazing. So that's all I got, folks. Like I said, sit tight. It's going to be a busy 45 days. We are entering the Thunderdome Flesh and Blood High Seas with Cold Foil Patron exclusive extended art cards. They will be graded and included with the Patron kits. We got the Pokemon, Destined Rivals, and then we've got 6 Final Fantasy sales for you guys. Play boxes, collector boxes, commander decks, bundles, collector decks, collector bundle. There's so many things. So don't overspend, everybody. Be careful. I know the FOMO and excitement. The markets are very strong. Wall Street's doing very well. Main Street, Wall Street doing very well. Bitcoin looks like it's about to make a new all-time high. It's been bouncing around between 107 and 108. Looks like it's ready to push higher and crack new highs. By the time you watch this, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin's 110. But past that, everybody, collectible market's very strong. Don't overspend. Don't go in debt. I know it's a lot of exciting, fun things right now, everybody. So I hope everybody has a beautiful day.